Thank you very much, Lieutenant Gage. My card's all filled up, but maybe we could sit one out later. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Lily, I'm going to hate to lose you to anybody. Excuse me.
How do you feel? Oh, wonderful. Especially since I met Lieutenant Gage.
What about Lieutenant Buchanan? I saw him by the punch bowl. He said you'd promised to marry him.
Really? How odd.
Oh, Lily.
Oh, now, really, Bernice, if that shocked expression froze on your face, wouldn't you look a sight?
You haven't learned a thing.
Oh, yes, I have. I've learned not to take life so seriously. You know, that's something you should learn.
Excuse me, Colonel. Yes, certainly.
Lily, our waltz.
March the 30th, 1869, in the Sutler store at Fort Union, New Mexico, a young girl died. Now, there is no doubt about that. The disagreement centers around how she died. Some of the witnesses say that Lily Clark danced alone that night. Some of them say that she danced with a man they didn't recognize. The rest maintain that her partner was E.R. Fairchild, Lieutenant, U.S. Cavalry, deceased. Impossible? Of course it is. I mean, one of the few certain facts in this often absurd and very uncertain world is the fact that there can be no such thing as a ghost. Or can there?
Papa? Where's Las Cruces?
South. Now west.
Oh, so that's where all the new trouble is. Someone was saying you're going to have to send out a new patrol.
Somebody's got big ears.
Papa? Promise me something. Don't let Eustace go.
Eustace?
He wants to, he told me.
Rubbish, he was just out.
That's what I said. I asked him why Lieutenant Buchanan couldn't take his regular patrol, and he said he could. But he didn't feel he knew the territory or the enemy as well as he did. He seemed to think this would be a very important patrol.
That could be. Matter of fact, I don't much like waiting even until tomorrow.
Eustace said it might be dangerous to send a boy out to do a man's job. He wanted to volunteer, but I wouldn't let him.
It might be much wiser for you, Missy, to leave the military affairs of this fort to the Army.
Papa, if you change your mind and let Eustace go, I'll die.
If you died as often as you threatened to, Lily, I couldn't afford the funeral bills.
Oh, Papa.
Now, scat.
Miss Lily, I admire you so very much. I admire your sense, your soul, and...
Good evening.
Why, Lieutenant Fairchild, how nice to see you. You're acquainted with Lieutenant Buchanan, I believe?
We've met.
Well, it's getting late, Miss Lily, and I have an early patrol tomorrow morning.
Wrong. I have the patrol, and it's tonight.
You have it.
You heard me.
But my name was posted.
The colonel changed his mind.
If he did, Lieutenant, I'm certain he had a good reason.
Well, let's say that the colonel had a very pretty reason.
I think I'd better look into this. Miss Lily?
My, how little Henry Tibbs has grown up.
May I remind you, Eustace, that you are not my lord and master yet. And the way I feel now, you may never be.
That's odd, Lily. Because I feel the same way. You see, I just stopped by to tell you that your little plan had worked. I hope you and little Henry have a pleasant time Saturday. Good night, ma'am.
Eustace. You just don't understand me at all, do you?
I'm late, Lily. The men are going to be waiting for me.
Apparently Papa told you about my going to see him. Did he also tell you the promise I made him give?
What promise?
Papa's always said he'd never allow me to marry a lieutenant. Now, what does that suggest to you? Especially if you make a good record in the patrol.
Captain's bars. Huh? Lily, are you telling me the truth?
Make a good record, Eustace.
Oh, Lily.
They say the French and English knights used to go into battle with their ladies' handkerchiefs against their hearts. Am I your lady, Eustace?
You're my world.
Come back soon.
I'd come back from hell to be with you.
And then... Oh, Eustace, then...
Lily, you're my world. Lily. Lily. Lily.
Eustace? Eustace, are you out there? Answer me. Eustace! Don't you ever knock. What are you doing up? What time is it?
Almost 4.
Lily. What's the matter, Bernice? Why do you look like that? Bernice, what's the matter?
They called your papa over to the headquarters building.
The patrol. Lily!
That's one. Another one is it's cost me 18 men to learn I'm in no danger of attack.
Papa?
Lily, what are you doing here? Get on home. Bernice, take the girl home.
Come on,
What
Henry.
happened?
Colonel!
Henry, what happened?
There was an ambush, Lily.
Where's Eustace?
Lily, he didn't come back.
Of course he came back. He just spoke to me. Where's Lieutenant Fairchild?
He's dead, miss.
Why do you all lie to me? Why are you lying to me?
Miss Lily, he died in my arms.
When?
3 hours ago. Maybe 4.
This is what I meant by growing up, Lily. Let me take you back to the house.
Leave me alone. I'm all right. I don't need anybody's help.
Good afternoon, Miss Lily.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant.
May I sit down?
Of course.
It's very warm. For March.
Very.
Miss Lily, I want to express my sympathy. I know how much you meant to Lieutenant Fairchild and how much he meant to you. I spoke to the colonel about the ball. I suggested canceling it in view of everything that's happened. But he seems to feel that everything should continue as scheduled. Matter of morale. Naturally, you won't want to come.
Why not?
Well, I simply assumed.
You assume too much. Everyone assumes too much. Lieutenant Fairchild and I were very good friends, nothing more. What am I supposed to do, throw myself on a burning ghat like some Hindu priestess? It was a dreadful thing to have happened, but it was not my fault.
Nobody thinks it was your fault, Lily.
I don't want to be alone, especially Saturday night. Take me to the ball. Dance with me for hours and hours.
I will.
I need someone to love me.
I love you, Lily. You're my world.
How did you do that?
Do what?
Why did you imitate him that way?
Imitate who?
Don't you tell me you didn't. I just heard you.
I swear.
Henry, you go back to your barracks. You get away from me. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Gage. My cards are all filled up, but maybe we could sit one out later. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Lily, I'm going to hate to lose you to anybody.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
How do you feel?
Oh, wonderful. Especially since I met Lieutenant Gage.
What about Lieutenant Buchanan? I saw him by the punch bowl. He said you'd promised to marry him.
Really? How odd.
Oh, Lily.
Oh, now, really, Bernice, if that shocked expression froze on your face, wouldn't you look a sight?
You haven't learned a thing.
Oh, yes, I have. I've learned not to take life so seriously. You know, that's something you should learn.
Excuse me, Colonel. Yes, certainly.
Lily, our Waltz.
On March the 30th, 1869, in the sutler store at Fort Union, New Mexico, a young girl died. Now, there is no doubt about that. The disagreement centers around how she died. Some of the witnesses say that Lily Clark danced alone that night. Some of them say that she danced with a man they didn't recognize. The rest maintain that her partner was E.R. Fairchild, Lieutenant, U.S. Cavalry, deceased. Impossible? Of course it is. I mean, one of the few certain facts in this often absurd and very uncertain world is the fact that there can be no such thing as a ghost. Or can there?